Hello everybody, welcome back to the Wizard101 full game walkthrough series, episode 25. As you can see, I've been doing some little side things. I got one of the rings crafted literally right before I started recording. I finished the fishing quest, which I'm going to do later. Today I wanted to do all of the Krokosphinx side quests, of which there's not many. There's a few here that we get unlocked as we go throughout the Krokosphinx that I wanted to knock out first. So I think the first one we're going to do is grab this Hetchaldim quest over here. I believe he had a quest, yeah. And this is going to be one that it's mostly us talking, mostly us walking, so I think it'd be a good way to get started. So let's go.
I lost my lucky coin. I'm not sure where, though. Anyway, I have good news.
Hetch hands you a bright blue gem.
While looking for my lucky coin, I found this blue gem. Give it to Lydia Greyrose. I'm sure she can find a use for it.
For sure. But yeah, I'm not sure how long this episode's gonna be. I'm going to do all the Krokosphinx side quests first, because I'm gonna call this the Krokosphinx side quest episode, and I don't want you guys to be like, why the hell is this guy in the commons right now doing fishing, when that's not the main part of the episode. But it's a full game walkthrough. I want to be able to show everything that you can do in the whole game. So I figured, though, that it'd be smarter to just do the Krokosphinx stuff, so that way if you just want to see the Krokosphinx stuff, you can see the Krokosphinx stuff. If you want to watch me struggle through some of the random side quests that we haven't done yet, then go ahead. You know, doesn't matter to me. Whatever floats your boat. I'm just doing this for fun. You know, if I was doing this for income, I'd be homeless or unhoused. But let's talk to Lydia.
Why, hello there, young wizard. You have a blue gem for me? How wonderful, and just in time. Mindy is working on her next spell and could use that gem. Could you take that gem to her? I'm sure she would be very grateful.
I didn't see this quest on the wiki page or the quest tree, so I don't know if this is another one that I just was meant to do earlier. I might have been meaning to do this one earlier, but oh well, I'm doing it now. You know, we're gonna knock out all the side quests in Krokotopia. No worries. But we're actually close to level 25, which is a pretty good level, in that we get access to our next world after Krokotopia, which will be Wisteria. And yeah, we'll get that, and then we'll be able to do Kembalung Village, which is a nice little tough dungeon, one of the first of the 4 dungeons that you get from levels 25 to 100. So we're moving on up in the world. We're about to, I'd say, within the next 5 levels, obviously, with Mount Olympus coming up, we're about to hit our next tier upgrade, which we kind of need to an extent. Also, I just noticed the statue. This guy's jacked.
Oh, hello. You have something for me? Wow, you have a blue gem for me? Thanks. I could really use that.
You tell Mindy the story of how Hetch found
his
the
face.
gem.
That's awfully nice of him. You know, people lose coins all the time when running around the hedge maze in Unicorn Way. You should look there.
Oh, because he was looking for that lucky coin. That's right. Is there anyone just in the Unicorn Way at the moment that I can go to? Yes, Benjamin. Alright, we're going to you, Benjamin. Hopefully you're not in the middle of a fight. I just don't want to walk all the way to... Oh, this is perfect. That was perfect timing. Thank you, Benjamin. Alright, can I go in this way? Is it right here?
You find a coin lying on the ground.
Awesome. And of course I didn't have a mark there, but you know. Thank you, Benjamin, for being my Lady Oriole. I really appreciate it. Coming in clutch, saving me like 5 minutes or however long it would have taken to walk there. Also, I am not in the right realm. Yeah, well, I'm in Ambrose right now. We're gonna go to Vampire. I think when you teleport to a player, you teleport... I mean, obviously, you probably teleport to whatever realm they're in, so... yeah. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing good today. I'm excited to get through these side quests. We are really close to being done with Krokotopia. I kind of had the goal, or the hopeful goal, that I'd be finished with Krokotopia before my big engineering exam. I don't know if we'll get there, because we've still probably got 5 or so episodes of Krok to go, and...
So, could Professor Greyrose use that gem? Wow, you found my lucky coin. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the 900 XP. Alright, I think there's another guy. Yeah, this was the one I was remembering. This is also going to have a lot of talking to do, which is this guy in the shop. And is it in the deck one? Yeah, okay. But this is one I miss all the time before they had the quest helper.
Boy, there have been some improvements in the decks. What I should do is put some on display. Unfortunately, I just ran out of display hangers. Do you think you can go to the Wizard City deck shopkeeper and see if he has any extras?
Yeah, I can for sure. I'm gonna actually mark it next to this guy. Oh wait, we're going to the shopping district, so we can just go to Majid. We're knocking through some of these quests pretty quickly, because a lot of them are just talking. There are going to be a lot of fights this episode, don't worry. I'm hoping we can get through them all. I do have some place to be in a little over an hour. I don't think it'll take an hour to knock through all these quests, but, you know, we'll see. I do need to... I'll tell y'all what I'm doing after I get through these quests, I think.
Amir needs some display hangers. I'll have to look around for some.
Hanging in there.
I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have any. There is a handyman, Kirby Longspear, on Colossus Boulevard. I'm sure he could rig some up for you.
I like his mustache. His voice sounds familiar. He must have voice acted a lot of characters. I don't know how many voice actors they end up using for this game, but I imagine they probably run through the same guys that just change up their inflection or do a bunch of different characters. The voices run in together. But yeah, in about an hour and a half, I'm actually getting fitted for a suit for my wedding, because I was going to say breedable age, but that's not what I was going. I am wettable age. So, and my fiance and I are getting married in a couple months, and I'm finally getting the suit, which is nice. I will say from the wedding planning side of things, it's a lot easier for the guys than it is for the girls, which, you know, I feel like that's usually how it goes. But we're really excited. But I mentioned that because for guys, they said I could show up like 3 weeks before the wedding and probably get a suit, which is just so crazy to me.
So, you need some display hangers? I think I can cobble some together for you. Give me a moment. All finished. That wasn't too hard. Here you go. I hope they serve you well.
Easy 900 XP right here, though. That's really nice. All right. Amir?
You have arrived with my display hangers. How wonderful. I shall put these to good use.
And $100 too, which is nice because we were kind of broke from all the crafting we had to do. But yeah, it's really easy to do a lot of wedding things for the guy compared to the girl. And I mean, I'm not saying I'm not helping. You know, I'm obviously helping as much as I can. But I think the next one is Zane, yeah. We'll talk to Zane and grab this quest, which is going to require us to kind of walk around a lot. See what Zane has to say, and I'll keep rambling about my stories as I go.
Some believe the Golden Fang is but a legend, but evidence exists. We must retrieve it or the Tuts may come after us. There are 3 parts to the tome. The first is written on a scroll, the second is within a book, and the third is carved onto an obelisk. Search the library for the scroll. As for the other 2 parts of the tome, I don't know where they could be.
Is this the last quest up here? Yeah, okay, and then we go back to the thing. Alright, this one is going to be one we're not going to complete right away. We're going to be able to complete this episode, but I'm going to kind of show you why. We'll go to Balance School, but basically, if y'all remember a couple episodes ago, I think it was episode 22 or 23 maybe, when we did... Actually, no, it was last episode. When we did the Vault of Ice. We have to get this obelisk rubbing, and I wanted to do all these side quests together, so, and I knew for a side quest that Shallot gives you, you have to fight those ghosty gals again, so I was just like, I'll just wait, you know, no need to rush through it. But yeah, the wedding process has been not as awful as I thought it would be. Which one are we grabbing? Look at the thing. Do you have to actually read it, or just pick it up? No, just pick it up, okay. Okay, let us... We're not going to do the Shallot the Wise quest first. I think I'm actually going to do the Akko side quest first, who's in the Grand Arena. And just because I think Shallot the Wise, you have to fight a bunch of bosses and a really cool side boss with a lot of health. And I think that's just be better to do at the end of the Krokosphinx. Just more poetic that way. So yeah, let me... find Akko, which I think that is the Mander that you talked to at the beginning of the Grand Arena. So he shouldn't be too hard to find. Does he have a teleport to him? He doesn't, but I think he's relatively close to the beginning. I think he's in this little area back here. His side quests I don't think are too long. I do think we are going to level today, which is good, because I want to try to level each episode, just to keep the consistency of a level an episode that we seem to be rolling with.
Say, you're such a great warrior. You remind me of my father. He was the only Mander to fight in the Grand Arena. He even became a champion. I have had this dream for a long time to test my skills in the arena, but alas, I am not allowed in. Could you ask the arena master if the son of Oka could compete?
That's a funny thing to have the names backwards. In college, I had some suite mates that his name was Axel and his brother's name was Alex. And I always find that just kind of funny when parents decide to what if we just rearrange the letters of the name and see what it comes up with? Just kind of interesting. Let's see. I just got a notification on my phone. You know how it is. Let's talk to the arena master. Hear his voice. It's been a while.
You want a Mander to compete in the arena? You must be joking. Who put you up to this? Was it Bort? Such a sense of humor. There was only one Mander who has achieved that feat, and I know no one will ever come close to his skills. Now that was a warrior. What? You say that Akko is a descendant of Oka? Now you're really pulling my tail. Sure, I'll let him into the arena, but only if he has proof of such an outlandish claim.
I mean, it's his whole name. It's the name backwards. How's this crazy?
You say that I can show off my skills in the arena? Oh, such great news. But I must have proof that my father was Oka? Oh, well, I should have known it was too good to be true. Thank you anyway for trying, Wizard. Hold on! Am I not the son of the great Oka? I can become as great as him if I just dare to follow my dreams. You don't become Grand Champion by standing around in hallways. Okay, we need to get into the old trophy room. My father's equipment is in there. One of the Sandstalkers has a symbol of passage that will let you in. Go and find the Sandstalker who has the symbol of passage. Only then will you be able to enter the trophy room next to the entrance to the Colosseum.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we need to update our deck a little bit. I think that should be good to go. Just get rid of that extra trap. Are there Sandstalkers nearby, or are they all in? Okay, there's some there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to all these quests. I can't remember what I was talking about. I was talking about wedding stuff, but yeah, we're almost done planning everything. We just really are just paying stuff now. So that's been nice, but I'm glad I can finally get the suit. I'm excited to get fitted for the suit, because I have some, like, regular old suits that are just, like, not hand-me-downs, but just kind of, like, you know, cheap suits. So it's nice to just find one and be like, you know what? This is going to be a nice suit that I wear all the time. Or not all the time, but just whenever. And I'm looking forward to that. It'll be a nice three-piece, too. So yeah. Okay, let us do an infoul. Do they have the fire shields? Also, this is the first fight of this episode, and we are 13 minutes in. I do think this is going to be a bit of a longer episode, but I do want to put everything in here kind of all together, just because I think it looks a little better to just combine them. And I don't think all these fights are going to be too bad. Like, I mean, we're halfway through this guy's quest. I don't think it'll take too long to get through all of his. And I honestly think that the longest bit might be all the random stuff we do in Wizard City towards the end of this. But, you know, as long as it's like an hour, I'm okay with it. I don't want it to be too dull or boring or anything like that. But we really don't have a whole lot left to do here after this. I have my little episode guide that I can pull up. Oh, we just go straight to the thing. How's our bag space, by the way? Not too bad. Grab this deep mushroom. I think my thing's cooled down, yeah. My cooldown should be activated, so I can craft that here in a minute. Or probably towards the end. But yeah, let me pull up. So, after this, I think I'm going to knock out... I may knock out all the main... Do the same thing where I knock out all the main quest of the... Tomb of the Storms. Or is it the Tomb of Spirits? What's it called? Tomb of Storms. It's the Well of Spirits. What do I need to do here?
If the answer you seek is not here, leave and come back.
Oh, is this the one where it's like, it appears, like at the entrance? What? I'm very confused. Am I dumb? Did I miss this? I'm like hyper focused. I want to make sure I get this right. Okay. Enter, leave and re-enter. Game, please. Okay, so it's this moon, skull, and sun. Moon, skull, sun. Moon, skull, and the sun. There we go. I'm so smart. I'm just so well educated. I know what to do. Alright, Opus chest. Back to Akko.
You have brought my father's equipment. I will be able to train for the arena now. Now I will need to have his mark of the gladiator. But to get that will mean entering the hourglass chamber. That will require a time ribbon to protect from the time flux. A time ribbon will have to be made with frozen silk. If you can defeat a couple of ice weavers, I will create the time ribbon. Care to clear out the cobwebs on some spiders down the hall?
No problem at all. Yeah, there are some right here. Let me grab this health. And that should be fine. Hopefully it's a pretty good drop rate. It's only a defeat too, so it's not too bad. But I do know these guys love to spam fire shields. So hopefully they will just be nice to me. But something tells me they won't. They're never nice to me whenever you ask them to be. But yeah, we have... Like, I might be able to do the entirety of the Tomb of Storms in one episode. It's really a short area. We're gonna infoul. But it's a really short area with just a few bosses. So I might just knock out the Tomb of the Storms. Man, it's unfortunate. And then the side quest will probably take a while, because there's a lot of side quests in the Tomb of Storms for sure. Alright, we're gonna do a Meteor Strike. Please don't shield. At least one of them doesn't shield, hopefully. So yeah, I'm excited. But I think we're gonna do, yeah. I'm gonna just spitball. And I'm not saying this is exactly how it's gonna go. But I think we're gonna do Tomb of Storms. And then we're gonna do the Family Tombs, probably in one episode. Maybe one episode, I'll just have to see how long it takes. And then the Karen and Barracks, like, I was about to say Barack Obama. I don't know if we can do all of them in one episode. I'll just probably start them, and if it's looking super duper long, I'll split it up. I'm not exactly sure. We'll just kind of play it by how we do. But yeah, we're moving along, and I think we're gonna do Wisteria next. Or Marleybone. I haven't really decided. A part of me really wants to do just Wisteria, because I've never done Wisteria before Marleybone, so I think it'd be kind of fun to try that. Alright, nice, we got them all. Yeah, we're flying through this quest. I was thinking like we would be done with this in like 5 to 10 minutes or something like that.
Wonderful! You have the
level?
frozen silk. I'll get started on making the time ribbon. I used to make them in Mander School. There! With the time ribbon, you can enter the hourglass chamber without suffering time flux. It's through this door right behind me. In there, you can find a way to gain my father's gladiator mark.
For sure. I think we're gonna level from this. Yeah, let me grab some health. Is there any health that's like easy to grab? What? You just gotta go for it. You gotta have confidence. I'm not that confident. Did that health wisp just spawn? I hate it here. Like, look, they're just all like right up on each other. Like, what am I supposed to do? But I want to grab some health. What? And I didn't even get the wisp. Alright, there's one right here. Okay, we're good. This is the premium content y'all are wanting, right? Me just running around for health wisp. I'm so great at this. I mean, we're what, 25 episodes in? I'm figuring it out. I know what to do. Why is this so far from the door? Look how far this is. They're usually right up on the door, right? I don't know. I don't think this is a boss. I think it's just a balance mob who might as well be a boss. Let's see.
If you want to bridge the chasm between this world and the world beyond, You will have to answer to the sands of time. Prove that you are worthy.
I wonder if this guy is created from, like, the actual sands of time that you have. Ooh, excuse me, the sands of time that you have in, like, Mirage. You know, 'cause isn't that what they do there? I don't know, this guy is actively, like, part of a time flux. I feel like he's probably pretty darn powerful. Okay, we are going to get rid of this Life Fury and do an Infal. I hope this guy doesn't have a weakness, but he might. Yeah, I think we got like 4 or 5 episodes. 6 to 10 episodes, all kind of. We have like 3 or 4 episodes left after this. We're really coming close. And then is the Tomb of the Beguiler I'll probably do in 1 episode, and then I'll also do Kembelung Village in 1 episode, kind of similar to how I did the Drains and Sunken City and Wizard City. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to when we do Kensington Park in Mirage, because that'll be like one of the last of the streets that we do. We'll do a Blade just to counteract the weakness. Guy's not really doing a whole lot to us, but what are we going to do here? Fizzle is what he's going to do. Do we have a guy pulled up? We do. Fire Elf. I think he's dead with the overtime, even with the weakness. Okay. Boo-boo. Yeah, he's 100% dead. So that was this side quest, and now we'll do the super duper hard one. But this is why I wanted to do all these quests in 1 episode, because...
So, my boy has decided to stand up and reclaim my legacy. Well, it makes a father proud to hear that. I hope that with his newfound strength he can use that power to defeat the Tuts and free the Mander race. That was something I had hoped to do. Here, give him my mark of the gladiator so that he can continue my legacy. And I will be watching him, hoping that he can achieve his dreams, no matter how big they are.
What a dad, man. What a guy. What a nice guy. But yeah, let's talk to Akko, level up, and get on to Shalek's side quest. Alright, Akko?
So you were able to retrieve my father's mark of the gladiator? Great! That means that I will be able to try out in the Grand Arena. And you spoke to my father? He said he's proud that I'm carrying on the legacy? Why, that's great! I will do him proud and live up to his standards. Thank you, Wizard. I'll never forget this.
Well, I'm sure you'll never forget it. Yep, we got access to that quest. I don't know if we get another... I think we get another spell here soon. Oh, we get a spell for, this guy. I'm not gonna get it yet. Didn't realize he gave us a spell, though. But let's go talk to Shalek the Wise and finish this last side quest of the Krokosphinx. I told y'all it would not take long. I think, the pyramid took 2 episodes. This is, what, 23 minutes in, and we're on our last group. These ones will take a while, though, because we have a lot of things to collect and bosses to fight and everything like that. Where is he? Shalek? Game? Okay, greatest warrior.
There was once a great champion of the arena. This fighter was so great that even in his old age he was undefeatable. Not a single challenger could touch him. Because of this, he sealed himself away so that one day someone would come forth and be a worthy opponent. Many have tried to defeat him, but none have succeeded thus far. I think you may be able to do it, though. Gather the statuettes carried by the hall servants in the Champions Hall. Using these and some other things, I will be able to let you summon and challenge him.
Defeat 4. Okay, if this is a 100% drop rate, I'll show them all. But if it's taken a sweet time to drop all these, then I'll probably do them on my own time. I'm excited for this boss. I may upgrade my deck before this fight, just to get a little more spells in there. Do these guys have Fire Shield? I think they do. Well, this shouldn't be too bad. Simple Blade AoE, as we normally do. But yeah, we gotta fight a lot of guys. I don't know what the rest of these quests are. Okay, thank you for not shielding. Because I know we have to fight those, aw, man. I know we have to fight the little evil banshee ladies. I don't know who we have to fight before this, but we have to fight somebody. I mean, I'm excited to move on from this world. I have enjoyed Krokotopia so far, but I can tell we're nearing its end, and there's a lot of side quests that I'm looking forward to us doing, but there's also a lot of world. So moving this series along is always, like, exciting to do. I mean, we're getting close to, like, Mount Olympus, and worlds like, other worlds like that. Like, that's a lot of fun stuff coming up that I'm just really looking forward to doing on this character. My deep mushroom. There we go. It does look like it's a 100% drop rate, which is nice. The ice school set? Interesting. Boop. So, I'll leave this in for you guys. Man, now he's gonna shield. I'll leave this in for you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna get... I don't think I'm gonna get any gear until Mount Olympus. We really don't need any. We're doing pretty good. Let's at least kill the first guy. Obviously, if I get gear, like, naturally, just from living, then that'll be nice, but I feel like we're going to have a lot of... There's not going to be really many upgrades until Mount Olympus, which I don't know how hard I'm going to farm. I'm going to do that with me and my other max character that I have. I'll probably use my max fire to get through it. I have been questing pretty well on my main account. I started Wallaroo on my life, and I finished Darkmoor on my death. So, we'll just pass. And then my balance finished Selenopolis, so... Only got like 3 worlds left to go, and everyone's maxed out, so that's exciting. Doing a little snake. A lot of damage from the snake. I think we actually have to fight one of the bosses from Grand Arena after this, now that I'm thinking about it. I think we have to fight, like, that Mort guy again. Okay. To Shalek. Probably didn't need to leave a mark to him right now, but whatever. We're here.
Good, good. These are in fine... Good, good. These are in fine condition.
You're in fine condition, Shalek.
We have the first requirement to summon the great champion, and now we need the second. For this, we need a weapon of great power. Thar. Bort Malletmane's hammer is the only weapon powerful enough for the job.
Okay. Bort Malletmane time, man. We have to fight this guy, what, 3 times during this whole series? Because we have to fight him again in Mirage. Poor dude just can't catch a break. No wonder he's, like, vengeful towards us and everything. Where is he at again? He's over here. Okay. Now that I'm looking at it, this is probably going to be a long episode. We still gotta fight those little, witch ladies. But, you know. It'll be fine. Talk to Bort. Or, not talk to Bort. Fight Bort.
You think I will give up all the fame and glory without a fight? Ha! You don't even have the showmanship to be a star like me. Really? You are no warrior.
Okay, Bort. Come on, Bort. Get rid of that one. Fireblade. Might need to trap. I can't remember. I don't remember how much damage we do with just one blade. It's jacked, man. Okay, well, we'll just Meteor Strike. And then we'll hit him with a Fire Elf or something next time. If he's still alive. I turned the music up, too, by the way, just because it was kind of quiet. Just hope it's not too loud. But, you know, I don't want y'all just to hear my voice and then super loud dialogue. I want y'all to be able to enjoy some of it. Okay, that's that. Boom. That was Bort. Oh, well, it's still Bort. He's still Bortin. Imagine naming your kid Bort. You know what, yeah. We'll Meteor Strike him. If that's all we got. Okay, I got the hammer. I hope y'all like the longer episodes. I like doing longer ones, personally. I'm always the person who, like, if one of the people I watch on YouTube release like an hour-long video, I'm here, all here for it.
Excellent. Now there is only one thing remaining.
Some soul.
The last thing we need is soul dust. No small amount, though. We'll need enough to light these 3 braziers. Retrieve for me the soul dust from the 3 Fang Guardians in the vault. They should provide enough for the braziers.
For sure. I do think I might get an upgraded deck for this fight. It shouldn't be too terrible. He does have 2 minions that I need to be prepared for.
You were about to enter a...
We're gonna probably do... not all the fights, but we need to grab this obelisk rubbing. I just gotta remember that once we fight all these girls. Was it 1, 2, 3? Yeah, we just need all 3 sold out. I'll show these fights in case you guys are just looking at the side quest episodes and everything like that. I might need to talk to Shalak first. Let me just do that. In case I need to do that to activate the, whatchamacallit, the blocks. But let's fight these gals. Hugo's been killing it today. A lot of walking around. You gotta think about how ripped this penguin probably is in terms of penguining. I might use other mounts. I have a bunch of, like, 1-days, but probably should trash these. They're kind of just taking up space, but the argument can be made that I'm taking up space. Let's fight this protector. Shouldn't be that bad of a fight.
Fair is foul and foul is fair. Try and take this fang if you so dare.
I've already heard your spiel, lady. Let's just get this show on the road. Only 600. Rid of the Life Fury. Fire Trap on the boss. Gonna weakness me, probably. Yep. Okay, so I probably should, probably should Life Fury the boss or something like that. Or do a Pixie. Life Fury the boss. I don't think this fight's gonna be too hard. I do need to probably... I'll either set up this deck really well, or I'll get a new deck, but I might put some of my death spells in there. I don't think we have access to Feint for another level or so, so I can't really grab that or put that in, but I think we should be able to do this fight pretty okay. We'll just have to see, obviously. And then it's just gonna be a lot of walking around. We're gonna Fire Blade. What's this guy gonna do? Natural attack? Oh no, Frost Beetle. Okay. Interesting. I'm curious what our level's gonna be when we get done with Krokotopia. I think I'm usually, because I do all the side quests typically, so I think I'm usually level 28 or so. Which I think this is gonna be like a 28 or so episode. Or like, not a 28. We'll probably be at episode like 28 or 29 by the time we get done. Whew. I don't know, but we're making some pretty good progress, I feel like, overall. Okay. A little damage. I'd be more careful with my health, but I'm pretty cocky with these early fights. To a fault. I will slip up. I'll get just 2 in the Blade Trap AoE meta and just get distracted. Alright, we gotta do these puzzles again. What was that? Snake, moon, bird, sun. Snake, moon, bird, sun. Okay, gotcha. Snake, moon. I feel like you don't do these puzzles as much in the later game. I think you just do them kind of like the first arc, maybe a little bit, like the 4th or 5th arcs, but nothing really too crazy. Which I do like the puzzles. It takes you away from the just, you know, running around, picking up sticks, or fighting enemies and everything like that. It just breaks up the monotony that you can kind of have with the game in certain instances. Where's the next lady? Give me this health. A lot of health here. I think we'll be fine with 1,000, but we'll be even better with 12,000. We're not there yet. I don't know. I think fire can get 12,000 health. I'm not sure. I still need to get all my gear upgrades and everything on my max fire. But I figured we've got, like, what, maybe 7 months, 8 months till the next update?
Show your eyes and grieve with your heart. Come to the shadows and prepare to depart.
I think it's 7 months. They usually... I'm recording this in March right now. They usually update in, like, October, maybe early November. So I've got some time to farm. I don't think it'll... I'm hoping that I'll be able to farm for all my characters in just a really dedicated weekend. I just have to see. I haven't done any research. I think the jewels and such might take a little longer than a dedicated weekend, but we'll just have to see. Might not get a weakness at all this fight. I say that. She's going to do it next round. Okay, meteor strike. Alright, and they're dead. This is that weird one, right? Sorry if I'm not being very talkative during these parts, but when it's bosses you've fought before, it's hard to find new commentary or anything too groundbreaking to say. And let's be real, all these ladies are just the exact same boss. Can I hit this? You got his head pretty close. What do I do during that jump? Am I, like, off the ground a little bit? I am. I'm, like, up in the air. That's crazy. I remember to grab that obelisk. We might get really close to level 26 today, too, which would be pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Oh, gave me this health whisk. Oh. Cutting it close. I don't know. Should I get an extra deck? You get some just from questing, so I don't really feel the need to grab one yet. I do want to get a boss deck eventually.
'Tis the fang you've come to claim as your own. Tamper with me, little wizard, and I'll turn you to stone.
Even then, your boss deck isn't usually as too different to your main deck. Fury, Fireblade. Gonna me with the Dark Sprite. I was debating doing a death character as well, but it had been so long since I'd done, like, Fire or Myth that those were the two I was leaning towards, but I think Fire, which is, I feel like you don't see many people, at least recently, starting to play Fire Wizards. I haven't played through it with, like, a lot of the spell element changes and things like that. I kind of wanted to test that out, test those waters. Alright, Meteor Strike, and they should be dead. Oh, you're gonna really... That's just uncalled for, because now I don't think... The minion's alive. And we fizzled deer. Lord, alright, well, we're gonna have to Life Fury you. That's just Oh, do you have... I thought she was about to Storm Shark me. This is still a lot of damage, though. Yeah, now we're at, like, 400. We should be fine, especially if we hit, or if we land the hit. Worst thing that could happen is she hits me with, like, a, Frost Snake, and he hits me with, like, a Banshee. But I don't think it will. Okay, we're good. You're gonna do a snake then, right? Okay. But if they do like a wombo combo, like that's 200 damage. They hit you for 200 to 300 each. I mean, that's a lot of damage, especially early on in the game. When you have no resist and nothing really to block it. I might put in shields for the next boss we fight. I'm not sure. I don't want to use too much stuff. Alright, ice. I should have left a mark by Shallock. We're gonna grab this obelisk rubbing. I don't think we... I think last time we tested it and we don't have to fight this lady. We just gotta get around her. And then I think we'll finish up Zenea's quest, so we'll probably go to the Oasis. And then we'll go to Shallock. I wonder if do they get these names probably from historical documents, I'd imagine? Or do they get them from, like, just farting around or whatever? Right here. Okay.
This is my domain. You will pay for your trespasses, young wizard.
Actually, I won't. Bye. Alright, so it is an A. Her name is Rubbing. And then I might set up my deck before we go talk to Shallock and just see if I need to get a new one. I don't think we do. But, yeah. I'm a little nervous. I've died to bosses I shouldn't have died to before.
Ah, you found the completed tome. All the wisdom we needed was here in this book. When the Order found the Golden Fang, it proved too powerful to control, but not too powerful to study. The spells of the Krokonomicon are based on the Golden Fang's life and death magic, but they are far more reliable. The Order never should have upset the balance and written the Krokonomicon.
Agreed, Zane. I think we get a badge for that, maybe? Do we have any more sides? I mean, yeah, you have the Sergeant Major. Alright, let's go back to Shallock in the entrance hall. We'll set up our deck and everything.
Excellent. Now we have all the necessary components.
King of the Pit.
The time has now come to summon the great champion. Use the soul dust in the 3 braziers to light them. I shall use the other items to amplify their magic, and summon him. As you light the braziers, place the statuettes you collected around them to magnify the power. Good luck.
Of course. I've actually never fought this guy this early before, so I'm a little intrigued on how it's going to go. I think we keep the 2 pixies in. We're going to keep in the meteor strikes as well to kill the minions. I want to add some fire traps. Probably 2 fire traps. Some TC fire blades. Maybe not any of those TCs. I don't think we can use Krampus yet, because we have nothing really to use Krampus for. It's a clear shield and 180. That one might be useful, but I think the fire blades are more useful, more impactful. We have the infal up. Do we have any other spells we should add in? Just to change up the damage a little bit? I don't think some ghouls would be bad, but I might just add a vampire or 2. Vampire. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add 2 vampires. And just roll with this. If it doesn't go well, obviously we'll restart. Let me use a potion, even though we had relatively okay health. Alright. It's Grummish time. My main goal is to blow up. No, my main goal here is to get rid of the minions first. And hopefully it won't be too bad of a fight after that. I'm going to go to another realm because, and I'm hoping I don't have to do that stuff again. I don't want these girlies to join in, but we'll just hope that they don't. I kind of wanted to try this solo, but if they join in, they join in. Not much I can do. Okay. Okay, perfect. That's fine. They have 310, 395. We're going to Fire Blade right off the bat. Please don't weakness me. I think he has 2,000 health. I didn't check to see what his health was. I remember he used to have 2,000 health. I used to be scared to do this fight, and I would wait to do it at, like, level 60 or 70. Like, I would wait till I had crit, and then I would do this fight. He has only 1,600 now. That's actually not bad. Alright, we're going to trap you. At least we'll be able to get his health down by a lot. Minions aren't really doing a whole lot, which is good. I could have sworn, they must have reduced his health. And they do like a 20% or a 25% reduction in their health or something like that. Right. Meteor Strike it is. Get rid of the minions. We're doing okay on health. He was about to Fire Elf me, which would have really sucked. That had done a lot of damage. And I think we have enough spells that do damage to this guy. Anything that can damage him, I don't really want to delete. Just because we need to do as much as we possibly can. Oh my gosh. That's unfortunate. Okay, Meteor Strike again. That's really unfortunate because now the minion... He gets power pips too. Now the minion that has 3 pips can hit me with his max 3 pip spell. Which, what is he? Death spell. So he can hit me with the Banshee if he wants. Yep, that's very, very unfortunate fizzle timing. And this guy can hit me too. So that's 300 damage. 350 damage I did not need to take. That I took anyway. It's okay. We're gonna do this. We're gonna heal next. Yeah, we're gonna heal next. Everything should be fine. I don't know what kind of spells this guy has. But we just did 700 damage to him, so he's below 1,000. Which is good. Okay, we are going... We actually don't have a heal up. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna just trap him. Please don't do a lot. I might be cooked because if he hits me with his natural attack especially, I am beyond dead. Alright, Pixie. Fire Elf? Okay, that's actually fine. The overtime's gonna be annoying, but I would have preferred being hit by little damage right now than a lot of damage later. If I have another Pixie up, I might heal again. I should have put in a 3rd heal, but I'm not smart. I have the Vampire, which I guess counts. Alright, we're at 600 health. We're gonna... Blade. What are you gonna hit me with? Oh, God, how much damage is this gonna do? Wow. Okay, I'm dead. That's very unfortunate. We can do this, though. We can do this. We're going to change up the strat. We're going to put in 3 heals. We're going to get rid of you. We don't need 3 Meteor Strikes. We're going to put in a 3rd heal. We're going to get rid of the Life Furies. We're going to... Okay, I think we're going to get rid of the Vampires, too. Just because they do so much damage. Or just little damage. And then we're going to put in some Sunbirds. That's just so unfortunate. I gotta grab all my health, too. I'll cut this out of the overall video. Y'all, you will not see me die. Maybe. You'll probably see me, like, split it up a little bit. But I can beat this guy. I know I can beat this guy. I just need a lot of things to go my way. If things go my way, we're fine. It's just him right now, so that's things going my way. I need to grab some health, though, which is unfortunate. So let me go to the arena, grab some health from all these spiders. Want a little bit of health? It'd probably be easier in the arena to find health. Yeah. 316. 316. And not 316. Okay. Back to Shallot. Is it just him? Is it just him this time? Still? Ah. Alright, still just him. Alright, Grummish. Part 2. We'll do this again. It's just him. We started. Fire trap right away. Alright, we're locking in. We're being focused. I don't really need to infoul other than for just healing. What really screwed me is me fizzling the first Meteor Strike. That really killed me, because I took 350 damage that I did not intend to take. And you may say, oh, shouldn't you not intend to take all damage? Which, yeah, I'm gonna just trap him again. Just that I want to put all my traps and blades and stuff on him just so I can just freaking wail on him or whatever I need to do. I don't know if one of these was my amulet blade, but it's going to do like 300 or 400 damage. Yeah, 300 damage. And his natural attack does a lot too, so I just got to be wary. I can't delete any of these. I have to... Well, I guess I have to delete a pixie. We're going to Fire Blade. Logically, we'd only heal a couple of times anyway. Like, if we're healing and then immediately healing again, we're probably cooked. One of these has to be... Yeah, okay, so those are different. I'm gonna Meteor Strike him, and this should do, hopefully, a good amount of damage. Like 800 or 900 damage, maybe. I have 2 different blades on, and the 2 traps. That should do a lot, actually. 1200. Okay. We're doing really good now. Fire Elf. Yeah, he's good now. Once you take away the damage his minions do, you're fine. And it's not cheating if it works. I'm gonna go ahead and Fire Trap him again. I think I can Fire Elf him or Sunbird him if I get it here. And he should be dead. He's only got his Power Pip. Okay. We'll just Fire Elf him, and we might do it again. We might not even use any heals this fight. It's going so much better than I thought it would. Granted, I did die and come back, and he had no minions, but, you know, it went well. If it works, it's okay. I think he's dead with overtime next round. Is he blading or shielding? Blading, okay. The shield wouldn't have mattered to me anyway. He's not dead. We're gonna Fire Elf you again. He better not hit me with his natural attack. I think he's dead anyway, so it's whatever. Alright. GG, Grummish Great Axe, you're dead. I got the Thurge's hat, too, so it all works out.
That was quite the fight. You are much stronger than I ever expected.
I literally died, but thank you for your kindness. But those were the Krokosphinx side quests. As I said earlier, I'm going to do the random quest I have just to complete now. So if you're not interested, feel free to just click off the video. But we're gonna craft this ring real quick, and I think once this cools down, I'll head back to the Oasis, and then there's a bunch of itty-bitty little side quests to do in Wizard City, but I don't think it'll be too long or be too crazy to get through them. While I'm waiting for my cooldown, let me just send an email, because I am a professional. Did I hit this? I thought I hit this. Alright, I was just making sure. I was like, my appointment's at 3, right? It's 2:20. It's 5 minutes down the street, so it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, where's William? Let's see, he's got another crafting quest for us, I believe.
Good work. Those rings show you've got an excellent eye for detail and a steady hand. Here's how you can become a better craftsman.
William shows you how to concentrate and make 2 items at once.
Set of steak knives.
You clearly got some aptitude for crafting. I think you're ready for your final exam. This will be a working test, showing the quality and consistency of your work. For that, I'll need you to make me 2 poniards of gallantry. When you're finished, bring them back to me and I'll examine them. If they're up to my standards, I'll award you an apprentice crafter badge.
Yeah, of course. Let me grab the Poniard of Gallantry, which we can also make right now. Might as well. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. What do we need? We need 12 jade, because we can make 2 of them. One more. Hopefully I have enough money for this. We're pretty good on the bank. Alright, and then 6 simple vials. If I was on my other characters, I had most of this. I usually transfer all my crafting gear into the bank, so I would have had most of this already. And let's just see if we're able to complete this real quick. If not, I mean, I'll just kind of do it on my own, start the next episode with it, so that way y'all don't have to wait to watch me craft things. How long is the cooldown on this? 8 minutes. We'll just walk around. I think there's a good chance that's how long it'll take to get through all these side quests. Let's turn in our fishing side quest. And then I believe Diego and Abner K. Doodle or whatever his name is. Yeah, Abner K. Doodle has something for us. But let's do the fishing one, and then we'll do all the random little tutorial things we gotta do.
Yeah, hello again, young wizard. How was your fishing trip? Did you manage to catch 'em all? You did? Good on you. You catch on quick, kid. I hereby declare you a right proper angler now.
Heck yeah.
You know, wizard, as fond as I am of fishing here in Wizard City, there's hardly a better place to fish than Grizzleheim. My old fishing buddy, Harik Silverscale, knows all the best fishing holes in Grizzleheim. You should drop him a line.
Obviously, I can't drop him a line yet because I'm not in Grizzleheim. But let's talk to Abner K. Doodle. I think his is just chit-chatting.
Hey there! Abner K. Doodle, your friendly special assistant to the headmaster. He tells me you're ready to learn about cantrips. Full disclosure, cantrips are more of a Pigswick Academy thing, but I picked up a little during my exchange semester there. Simply put, cantrips are a field of magic that use energy, not mana, to cast, and are mostly non-combat in nature. Okay, I'm the only one who calls them that. But let's make it a thing, if for no other reason than it really irks Cyrus Drake. But I digress. The point is, cantrips are magical spells that let wizards do magical wizard stuff that isn't pummeling someone into submission. You following? Yeah, you get it. You know who else gets it? My buddy Hampshire Buttersfield over at Pigswick Academy in Wisteria. He taught me everything I know about cantrips. Which is admittedly only one spell, but it's a useful one. And now, I'm giving it to you. All right. You may have noticed a new button on your screen.
Ooh.
That...
Alright, I don't need that yet, but okay, we got the what cantrip did we get? 2 Buttersfield. We can't do that one yet because we're not in Pigswick. We'll do the cantrips when we do Pigswick.
Hi there, wizard. I'm Abner... Oh, you're that wizard. Anyway, I'm Abner K. Doodle, PhD candidate and special assistant to the headmaster. What does the special assistant to the headmaster do, you may be wondering? I'm basically Ambrose's gopher, but class credit is class credit. Today, I'm tasked with informing everyone about...
I'm gonna just actually skip through these. And man, we get 75 Firecat for that. That's actually huge. I'm gonna do one that's just an upgrade to the regular Firecat. We'll have multiple paths, I guess. I'm just gonna skip through those just because they're mostly tutorial based. We've done stuff with spell elements. Cantrips are pretty easy and straightforward, so I don't really want to spend too much time on that. But let's go see if this Diego quest we can skip as well. And then, I hate when it does this, when it had like the random quest. See Diego?
Hello, my friend. I'm ready to teach you new spell techniques. Into the gate when you are ready.
These ones I'm gonna probably skip through the dialogue.
Welcome, my friend, to the
Oh, we
dueling
can
arena.
skip it. Great. Awesome. Even better. I just wanted to get that off my plate, but we have done this quest. I've done this quest so many times. It's just a tutorial. It's not difficult to do. So I didn't want to spend too much time doing it, but it's just, it was a quest that we had, and logically I wanted to complete all the quests. But yeah, that was the Krokosphinx and some random side quests. I probably should actually check to see if my crafting thing's done, but I don't think we took that long to go through those random side quests we had to complete. Oh, I thought okay, never mind. But yeah, that was the Krokosphinx side quest. Next time, I'm probably going to wrap up the crafting quest and then move on to the Tomb of Storms. So I hope y'all enjoyed that very long episode, but I'll probably edit things down and make it nice for you. But thank you guys for joining me, and I will see y'all next time.